afternoon. Thank you. This is such a day. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I would like to welcome everyone to the Fall 2022 graduation ceremony. We are very excited to celebrate our graduates who have worked incredibly hard to reach this point. Exactly. And so my next question was, are you excited? And my next comment is, I really want to hear it. Let's hear it. Are you really excited to be here at graduation? I'm excited too. I'm excited for you. This is an amazing moment for all of us at Arizona College of Nursing, and I'm certain it is for all of you that have joined us. I would expect most of our graduates here today admit to feeling pride, elation, relief, and maybe a twinge of sadness. Besides these emotions, you share something else with those who have graduated before you. You share a common bond of perseverance, grit. Would you agree with that? Grit, intelligence, and drive. These character traits have helped you arrive at a culmination of your educational experience, commencement. As you can see, you have much to be proud of. The pride you feel today likely extends to those of us that have joined us in our audience. And so, throughout your experience here at Arizona College, you were supported by people, your family, your parents, close ones, friends. Graduates, I ask, please stand, face the audience, stand and face them, give them a round of applause. Awesome. So they've obviously supported you through your journey. Before our ceremony gets fully underway, I would like to introduce some members of our team that are joining in our celebration today. Shannon Olson, Dean of Nursing. Dr. Tara Canfield-Weber, Dean of General Education. Matthew Dean Calhoun, Senior Vice President of Regulatory Affairs and New Campus Development. Maddie Caballo, Senior Vice President of Student Affairs. Today we also have with us our distinguished faculty and amazing administrative staff. Would you please all stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Again, welcome to everyone. It's so exciting. You have no idea. They're smiling. They're so happy. I can see it. It's so exciting to see our graduates here, as well as all of you that have come to support them. At this time, I would like to invite Maddie Caballo, Senior Vice President of Student Affairs, to the podium to share a few words.
It's exciting to stand before you today and have this opportunity to say congratulations on behalf of the entire leadership team at Arizona College of Nursing. I had the incredible opportunity to spend time with many of you who are graduating today during the past year. Some moments were celebration of success, and other moments were times when you needed a bit of encouragement to keep going. You did it. You put in the hard work, and it is now culminating in this celebration of graduation. I would also like to thank the faculty and leadership at the Tempe campus for their support of our students throughout their entire program. Our purpose is to provide people with the opportunity to improve their lives through education. As you transition from student nurses into the profession of nursing, it is now time for you to consider your own purpose. Ask yourself, what are you passionate about? Do you have a specific niche or population you feel called to serve? How do you intend to impact this profession? Nursing focuses not only on science, but the art of human connection. The perspective you provide as a nurse will have an impact on those you care for. Through this program, your experiences and relationships build a foundation that will support you in answering these questions. It is clear you know how to overcome adversity. The determination that you have shown during this program, along with your ability to be adaptable and flexible, are key characteristics that you will need as a nurse going forward. You have shown that you have the tenacity to be successful at balancing the push and pull of life, school, work, and family. Not only did you accomplish your goal of graduating from nursing school, but you succeeded during a period of highly intense global distractions. These strategies that you have developed and used to ensure your success will be equally as important as you begin this next phase. As you make this transition, keep in mind that you will be with your clients and families on some of the best and worst days of their lives. You now have the resources to be a guiding light for them. You will be able to support them as they face the joys and challenges by listening, advocating, and assisting them with these strategies they will need going forward. It's important that you remember you are a gift to those you're caring for. No matter how large or small the interaction may seem, your insight and perspective have the power to provide them with comfort, peace, and hope. While you are supporting your clients and their families, please remember to care for yourself. You cannot give to others if you have nothing left to give. Be mindful of your mental, physical, and psychosocial needs. This profession requires you to be a giver to others, but this cannot come at the cost of your own well-being. As you close the door to this chapter, I want you to pause and think about all you have accomplished. The journey was not easy, and there were possibly moments that caused you to question this path. Yet not a single hurdle stood in your way of your dream. This persistence and dedication will continue to drive you. It will be the catalyst for growth and opportunity this profession may provide. It will inform how you advocate for your clients, the profession, the future opportunities. This is not the end of your journey, just the beginning. Be a proud alum. You're part of an elite group, and you're entering one of the most trusted professions. Support those coming behind you and mentor them into strong nurses. The possibilities are endless in this profession, and your ability to impact others is also endless. In closing, I will end with a quote by Tom Hanks, who summarizes the sentiments of our leadership team at Arizona College. The future is always uncertain, but we who celebrate what you have done, who celebrate all your achievements, we are certain of one thing on this day: you will not let us down. Congratulations, good luck with your future endeavors. Remember to give back to future nurses to continue the growth of this incredible profession, but to also care for yourself so that you can continue your path wherever it takes you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maddie. It's now my honor to introduce our guest speaker, who is Dr. Angela Allen, and allow me to read her bio, please. Dr. Angela M. Allen has a doctorate of philosophy from Arizona State University College of Health Innovation, a Master of Education and Education Specialist, a Master of Arts in Teaching, and a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, obviously. For the past 8 years, Dr. Allen has been in the role as Associate RN Clinical Research Program Director at Banner's Alzheimer's Institute, Banner University Medical Center, Phoenix, and has recently been asked to serve as the Banner University Medical Center, Tucson Chair. In this role, she has focused on mentoring and evaluating outcomes of various research programs. She has been the principal investigator on several research studies and has served on several studies, numerous publications, podium and poster presentations at regional and national conferences. Dr. Allen has a long history of professional commitment to education, starting as a secondary high school teacher and principal. She has 16 years of experience in post-secondary education at Arizona State University as a clinical instructor and faculty associate teaching evidence-based practice, research methods, and introduction to nursing and gerontological nursing. She also developed and teaches a course in culture and health. She has recently participated as a research and community-engaged participant of the Arizona Community Engagement Alliance on COVID-19 disparities, promoting health equity during the COVID-19 pandemic. AZ-SEAL is an NIH-funded program coordinated by Mayo Clinic, ASU, U of A, and NAU. Additionally, Dr. Allen is an active member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Arizona West Valley Alumni Chapter, Arizona Community Foundation African American Woman Giving and Empowerment Circle, and Black Philanthropy Initiative, having served as the co-chair and currently serves as the chair of the NIH Arizona All of Us Research Program. She has served on several boards in Washington, D.C., National Black Nurses Association, and Us Against Alzheimer's, Associate of Rehabilitation Healthcare in Chicago, Illinois, Tanner Community Development Corporation in Phoenix, Arizona, Senior Leadership Council for Alzheimer's Association in Phoenix, Arizona, and consultant for the National Brain Health Center for African Americans in Richmond, Virginia, just to name a few. Angela has also recently become an entrepreneur, creating an organization called Empowering Community. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Allen.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to have to say, Maddie, you must have been cheating off my paper. Because there's so many things that she shared. I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what I wanted to say. So again, we want to congratulate the class of December of 2022. We thank you for taking the call of nursing, addressing health needs of our society, our community, and our profession. Providing an ongoing education, health education in particular, and encouraging active participation in programs and demonstrating success through cultivating behavioral changes. And if I may speak in your behalf, because I know this is what you're going to say later, and have already said, to again, the Arizona College of Nursing program, their academic leaders, who have answered the call, because this is a call, this is a choice that they've chosen to be an advisor, a coach, a supporter, a trainer, and a counselor. We thank you for your support and experience. I'd like to give them a hand because this is an important position. Yeah. To the friends and family who have stood beside you during these times, and we know what type of times we're referring to, we want to thank them for your life and also unconditional love. These thank yous are statements of gratitude to who you are and who you'll become. Though each of you all have expressed a reason, and as I stood in the hallway, you never know who's watching. I'm looking at the caps and I'm saying there's that purpose. There are pictures on your cap. There are reasons why you chose this profession. Those reasons could be the most key influential individuals in your lives, such as your family members or that nurse that touched you during the time you were actually being cared for and he touched your heart. You also are here for your calling. Some of you all have already stated, I want to be an ICU nurse, or I want to be a travel nurse, or a telemetry nurse, or a med-surg nurse. I have to throw that out there because that's something we really need. Never take any of those callings or those reasons for granted, because you've chosen a profession that has been highlighted during the heightened of an unknown virus. We also know that you've chosen a profession during the climax of social unrest. You've also chosen a profession during the time when social media had become your prominent and dominant reference. You've chosen a profession when others describe nursing as the most trusted, valued, caring, empathetic, energetic, friendly, knowledgeable, honest, optimistic, respected, and more importantly, needed profession. From those years of 2019 to 2020, and even though it has reared its ugly head, you still thought otherwise. But you fought through all of those things and you knew that this is something you wanted, that gift. I heard her say it, and I said, yes, it's a gift. Because of your gift, you give your patients the ability to live their life to the fullest. Through your smile And I don't know how many times I've walked into a room and just smiled and lit up that patient's world, if you will, even during those trying times. Kind words by just saying hi or you look good today. Even though there's some challenging opportunities for that person, you made them feel good. And more importantly, your touch. There are often times, especially during the pandemic, I was in ICU during those COVID times, and most of the time those patients felt like no one could touch them. But here it is, you rub your hands, you put your gloves on, and we used to warm our gloves up just to touch that patient to let them know that we're here for them. You will be considered their light in their lives of darkness when they receive that unwanted diagnosis. You will be able to give them hope, and you'll be giving them passion. You will be there to comfort them during their pain and even their grief. You will be the first person to see them if you're that labor and delivery nurse and that baby sees you. And you'll also be the last person to see them as they transition into another world. As nurses, you have been given an exceptional gift of how life is. And because of that, remember that you'll be making a difference every day. Now, I know you're thinking that difference is inside the clinical area. Nah, look behind you. You'll be making a difference in the smallest thing when that family member calls you up and said, you know what, I got this prolonged cough. What does that mean? You probably already got that, right? And you have to help diagnose them. And at the end, I always say this, in 30 plus years of nursing, I would still ask that you go to urgent care because I'm not going to diagnose you. Or a very tough decision where you may be that person that decides when that person is in ICU, when to make that grave call. That call could be a code blue, or if that person chooses not to have a code and it's DNR, you're calling that doctor in to make that decision. Nurses is seen as a privilege more than a right. Though today we are practicing and participating in a right to passage, it will be those special circumstances offered to you that would allow you to live in this profession. Believe in yourself as much as you can, and we spoke of that earlier, and we will continue to speak of that. Believe in yourself as much as those people behind you believe in you. As I leave my signature statement, I always say this usually towards the end of my presentations. In the many years of this profession, if I had to take anything back that I've ever seen, heard, or have done, I would take nothing back. Everything I've done in healthcare, my career moved me from the bedside to administration, to academia, to research, and now to the boardrooms. I've done because I had the privilege to offer me to the world and to my patients and to my profession, to help me create the platform that I sit on today. And for that, I ask that you be the best person, the best person, the best profession, and then be the best situation, because you're going to be in that situation you could be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Allen, for keeping us inspired and wanting to do more. It is now my very distinct honor to introduce Mckenna Radder, who was Mckenna was nominated and voted on by her peers to deliver the student speech here for us, and so we'll wait for her to come on up. You're fine. This is...
Thank you, Professor Murray. Hello, everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Mckenna Radder, and I'm honored to be speaking in front of all 528 of you. But nobody double-checked my math. I did fail my first med math exam. Now, before I begin with the greatest speech of all time, I would like to give a special thank you to my family and my friends that have supported and loved me unconditionally through this journey. Now to the good stuff. Webster's dictionary defines a nurse as a person who cares for the sick or infirm. However, during the 18-plus months that we've spent in this program, we know that a nurse is much more than that. A nurse advocates, fights for, empathizes, and adapts. A nurse provides stability, integrity, problem solving, and communication. A nurse is an educator, a therapist, a pharmacist, and a housekeeper. A nurse helps bring life into this world, mourns a life ended, and protects the precious time in between. Virginia Henderson, who according to a quick Wikipedia search was a super cool lady, defined a nurse as temporarily the consciousness of the unconscious, the love of life to the suicidal, the leg of an amputee, the eyes of the newly blind, a means of locomotion for the newborn, knowledge and confidence for the young mother, a voice of those too weak to speak, and so on. During this program, sure, we learned how to memorize the brand name and side effects of each drug, even though it was our lowest grade ETI capstone. Sorry, Professor Moreni. We learned not to cry even if we break sterile field more than once. And we learned to introduce ourselves, apply hand hygiene, and provide privacy. Despite all that we learned, there's also a fair deal that we didn't learn, such as how to go up the stairs in crutches. Seriously, if anyone knows, please see me after this. We didn't learn what a tort was, even though Professor Garth explained it numerous times. We didn't learn how not to wince every time Professor Hala presented us with a delightful photo at 8 in the morning. And we merely scraped the surface of learning what it truly means to be a nurse. Through our time at the school, we fought with blood, sweat, and a lot of tears to be sitting here today, decked out in the classic graduation garb with pointy hats, counting down the seconds so we get to brag on Insta with our new degree. Hashtag nurse life, hashtag high school nursing school. Now, for some of us, we thought this day would never come. Some of us were surprised we even made it. And some of us questioned why we even chose this career path to begin with. But then, we learned never to ask why questions. So as we sit here today, it's important to reflect on our growth as we encountered sniffs to ICUs, from virtual classrooms to ATI case studies, and from dancing in the back of the classroom to job interviews. One distinct moment I recall from our time shared together, and no, I'm not talking about anybody storming out of class, but rather the first day of semester 5. I remember walking into room 446 with sweaty palms and severe life-threatening palpitations, desperately wishing I had taken loperamide that morning, looking around and thinking to myself, only 596 more days of this. Well, 596 days later, and I stand before you, still really wishing I hadn't skipped on that loperamide. Nonetheless, whether we have never spoken, only speak occasionally, or you're a victim of my 19 important phone calls a week, I was lucky enough to watch and grow alongside all of you, and watch us go from baby caterpillars that didn't know how to take a manual blood pressure to majestic butterflies that still don't know how to take a manual blood pressure. So what is it to be a nurse? A random Google quote said, "I can't explain it, but I know it when I see it." Looking at all the faces in this room, I can confidently say that I see more than BS and RN attached to your last name, but a yearning to serve and heal others attached to your hearts. So I would tell you all to go out in the world and change and save lives, but I would just follow your facility's policy for that. What I will tell you is that I'm immensely proud of each and every one of us, and I'm beyond thrilled to see what we all offer to this world. And any speech I make is not complete without a reference to the greatest show of all time, The Office. So as Dwight Schrute once said, I am ready to face any obstacles foolish enough to face me. Congratulations, class of 2022, we did it.
Well, thank you, Mckenna. And I really appreciated how many hats you described that nurses wear, but how many of you in simulation, when we said, what are you going to do as the nurse, said, call child life, or call the social worker, or call case manager. So now you're it, tag. So thank you so much, Mckenna, and also thank you, Dr. Allen. You always have a very lovely speech. I love that. So now we begin with the history of the nursing pin. This is a really, and for the family members out there, Even though you probably have invested a lot of time listening to your graduate talk about the graduation day, what they really want is the pin. So I'll describe to you a little bit of how the history of the pinning began and its importance in nursing. Let's see, I have to put my glasses on. So the nursing pin has a long history dating back more than 1,000 years to the 12th century Crusades. During this violent time period, those who were devoted to caring for the injured and ill were given large Maltese crosses to wear on the battlefields. These crosses with equal-sized arms were large enough for all to see, for them to identify where the nurses were. However, it's the legacy of the famed Florence Nightingale hundreds of years later that has influenced modern-day nursing school pinning ceremonies. Hospitals recognize Nightingale's impact on the field of healthcare, particularly nursing, and began creating pinning programs beginning in the mid-1880s. I have to move my mic. Initially, only those nurses with exceptional marks in practice received pins, but that later expanded to a larger audience, including all nurses devoted to the welfare and well-being of society. By 1916, pinning ceremonies were common in the US and England. Since then, colleges and universities have created their own pins, as well as produced their own versions of the ceremony. While some have decided to forgo the ceremony and pin altogether, Arizona College of Nursing honors this tradition. The pinning ceremony also signifies membership in a proud and loyal society of nurses. Nurses are an important part of the global healthcare workforce, and I want to say congratulations and welcome to the profession. So at this time, Dean Canfield Weber will now present the degree candidates. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise?
Dakota Owens, cum laude. Alyssa Corral. Tiara Shelton. Delaney Rute. Jacob Buchko, cum laude. Carter Harris. Lindsey Downs. Pet Savan Segismar. Dante Salvo. Ashley Daymood, cum laude. Amanda Culver, magna cum laude. Amanda Smith. Rhiannon Canady. Olivia Roy, cum laude. Colleen Schreiner. Alexis Bartley. Haley Stevis. Gabriella Landeros. Elizabeth Moreno, cum laude. Liaha Buitrago, cum laude. Anna Guani, magna cum laude. Anitra Kemp, United States Army veteran and cum laude. Jasmine Jackson. Jordan Mitchell, magna cum laude. Kelsey Luchiki, magna cum laude. April Washanowski, cum laude. Alicia Taft. Rachel Ravetti. Michaela Tarver, cum laude. Hannah Stutz. Mckenna Radder. Catherine Sunan. Cheyenne Tucker. Emily Braun, cum laude. Kelsey Marks. Holly LaValle, summa cum laude. Heather Hill, magna cum laude. Tiffany LeMay, magna cum laude. Marcia Ontiveros, magna cum laude. Tallia Cowell. Kyla Osborne, cum laude. Alicia D. Francisco. Desiree Fall. Leanne Trujillo, cum laude. Emily Sherwood. Macy Matthews. Kimberly Loyola, cum laude. Lauren Seliger, cum laude. Carmen Scarbrough, U.S. Navy, and cum laude. Angela Washington. Brittany Clark. Kelsey Belone, cum laude. Aliyah Bryant. Udemy Posi Hamza. Andriana Rodriguez. Margarita White. Emily Dominguez, United States Navy, and summa cum laude. Celeste Peden. Raina Fullwater. Olivia Wisnowski. Okay. Cloise Antwine, cum laude. Aaron Prosser. Gabriella Hill, cum laude. Danica Faria. Rachel Solons, cum laude. Azia Akers. Victoria Flores, cum laude. Carla Orsi Vega, magna cum laude. Leslie Molina, cum laude. Tiffany Darty, magna cum laude. Valerie Copeland, cum laude. Rebecca Chase, Air Force veteran and cum laude. Kenneth Hall, magna cum laude. Kerrigan Velasquez, cum laude. Taylor Stevens.
That was a lot of hugging, wasn't it? Okay. Sorry, we have to turn the page, and there's lots of names up here, so let me turn the page. How's it feel? Do you like your pins? It is. I still have mine on, so it just always brings really great memories, so I cherish it. So at this time, Dr. Desenberg, sorry, I point to the right person. These candidates have met the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. With the recommendation of the faculty of Arizona College of Nursing, I am pleased to present them to you for the conferral of their degree.
With the recommendation of the faculty and deans of Arizona College of Nursing, and by the authority vested in me by Arizona College Board of Directors and the Arizona Board of Nursing, I confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science of Nursing with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Please move your tassels over. So, we're not done yet. I would like to introduce you to Dean Seliger, if she could please come forward.
Okay, we're so close. Would the candidates please stand for the recitation of the nursing pledge? At this time, we invite any nurses in attendance to stand and participate in the recitation of the International Council of Nurses Pledge. You will find this pledge printed in the program on page 9. Okay, so everybody, we're going to say this together, okay? Take pauses with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. In a full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill highest level, to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Nursing Ethics and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. And I will introduce Dr. Desenberg back to the stage for closing remarks. Thank you, guys.
All right, we're getting there. This evening, you have moved from being student nurses to graduate nurses. Your degree has been conferred, and this degree is a scholarly one, indicating that you have a noteworthy level of academic knowledge that can help to educate, inspire, and assist others in meeting their goals. You are about to embark on an exciting journey which will task you with being a patient advocate for diverse populations. You will strive to be certain your practice is evidence-based. You will demonstrate leadership and endeavor to provide ethical, compassionate support to your patients, their families, and the communities around you. I have no doubt in my mind that you will do great and wonderful things to further your profession. But let me offer a word of caution. Be sure to refill your cup. You cannot burn energy you do not have. Keep yourselves healthy so you can share the light for many decades to come. Focus on self-renewal so that you might teach others to heal. And last but certainly not least, please remember to foster the development of new nurses so that they may follow in your footsteps. As this is the conclusion of your baccalaureate education, you might find it interesting that this is called a commencement ceremony. To commence is to begin. And this is actually the beginning of anything that you want. I'm very glad that we could be here to share in this moment with you, and we hope that you will always return to the faculty and staff at Arizona College if there is anything we might assist you with. We want to celebrate with you when you begin working as a nurse. And again, congratulations to the graduates, and I thank you all for joining us. I'd like to ask Dean Murray to return to the podium.
How about one more round for our graduates? We are all so proud of all of you, and we will miss you. But like I said, we're not taking you back, okay? We will miss you. We will miss seeing your faces in the hallway, and I do this every time, in the hallway, and we will just miss your presence. And we are so excited for your careers and for your futures, and we're so proud to know you. At this time, we ask that the audience remain seated until the platform committee, faculty, and graduates have left. At that point, you can then join your graduate in the receiving area out there. Thank you so much again for coming tonight.